It's FOSA Spotlight time, and it is your host, Crystal Boyd, coming with another micro episode. How joyful am I to bring all of these to you all? I mean, I'm over the moon. And I honestly, truly mean that. I know you guys can hear the enthusiasm in my voice. I'm even a little bit outside my monotone. Can you believe that? Yeah. So, what we hope to bring to you are topics that, lead you to be inspired. And guess what else? Be empowered. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we want. That's our goal here. This topic, I think, is ideal for today. So we're just going to jump right on into it. Congratulations. Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Are you congratulating yourself enough in various areas? Hey, and these are not just wins. Are you congratulating yourself on failures? Well, I'm going to circle back around to that interesting topic of congratulating yourself on failures. But first, I want to get into the congratulations part on just a regular note. I have experiences just like anyone else. So I'm just going to go in my bag of memories, and pull out some times where I really applied this. And I was going to graduate school in Houston, PVAMU, know it. And yeah, so I am going through a little bit of the struggle, and I find myself thinking, congratulations, you did start graduate school. That is something that you've been working on. You're finally there. You have to you have to take your GMAT, you have to get additional classes depending on that field of study. You have to do all these things to get prepared. And I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, graduation ain't coming soon enough, And then I thought about it and I'm like, let's celebrate now. Like literally, it took a lot to make it through traffic. My classes were not all online. In fact, a lot of them were in person, pre-COVID. It went nowhere around. And you're navigating through traffic. Anybody knows Houston? You already know it's anytime you're navigating from north even to mid Houston, it's still going to be 30 to 45 minutes. And my car was not the best in air conditioning, and I happened to start going around goodness, when did I jump in? Yeah, I had to go to summer school too, just to make sure I did everything right. But yes, it was demanding nonetheless. I remember it. I remember it being hot in traffic, all of that. And so I get to turning in papers, doing these projects, and maybe even the first month in, I'm like, you know what? Congratulations, Crystal. Congratulations, you made it there. And at this time, like, it's a real struggle. I'm using like a quarter oil a day just to keep my car maintained. Yeah, my poor little Honda. I just, oh my gosh, it just went through the most. But yeah, so I had an oil leak. It was easier and it was more cost effective for me to even fix it temporarily by putting a quarter oil in it every day versus me actually fixing the car. And this guy later, I got another car, thank you, Lord. But to make it work, do you know the frustration getting there and seeing all that oil coming out, smoke coming out of your car, not to get discouraged and throw in a towel and just say, you know what, let me just stay where I am, whatever. I didn't even do that. It was tempting, but I knew that I needed to continue pressing on and acknowledge my efforts. So I congratulated the beginning. I congratulated going through and making each little milestone because to me, just me turning in an assignment was getting me that much closer to a goal. So yes, I patted myself on the back. I needed that. The next person doesn't know how to identify with your struggle or your adversity or challenge because they're not going through what you're going through. They're not experiencing that. And I mean this respectfully. No one else is signed up to be us but us or you other than you. So, who can really truly appreciate the steps that you're making towards whatever it is that you would like to accomplish. So, my advice is simply to reflect, to consider, to evaluate, and say, hey, you did a good job. Acknowledge your own efforts and congratulate them. Now, when it comes to something that may not be so good, a failure, let's just see how we can take this type of attitude and approach, this congratulations, from a negative place or a bad place, put it in a good place. We've been there. We've been there in traffic. Somebody has cut us off. Maybe even in the market, they didn't see that you were in line. They got ahead of you. Somebody said something that they shouldn't have said to you that could have been way more polite, respectful, and everything else. And guess what? You didn't respond negatively. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is so powerful. I doubt people really take the time to acknowledge that. It is way more difficult to be silent than it is to speak. It's way more difficult to be silent than to speak. It's so easy to say this, to say that, and respond with criticism because someone has brought that to you, that passive aggression, whatever. But guess what? Taking it away and just saying, hey, this is not how I'm going to respond to that. And the way I look at that is later on, I'm like, wow, Crystal, look at how you handled that. I'm really proud of you. You know, that was a difficult time and you managed to get through it. I'm super proud of you. And yes, I tell myself that because Crystal knows what Crystal has seen and been through, and probably what burns my bacon. Oh my gosh. You know, and grinds my gears. We all got things like that that rub us the wrong way, to just have that frankly put. But yes, congratulating yourself and acknowledging your efforts has to be in somewhere of providing some harmony and balance in your life and boosting that self-confidence righteously. I think so. Anyway, I know that this is, I hope, you know, I know what my hopes are, that this has been beneficial to the audience. As always, I hope that you all like, subscribe, comment, share, and don't forget to go to the website. We always got good gear. Absolutely. www.fosa.company. And we're just always wanting to get some emails about these subject matters. Do you want to share about your congratulations, your point of view on this? We'd love to hear it. And you can find how to, let's see, our email is info@fosa.company. Put that subject line in there that's appropriate. Now you all are tuning in and listening to all of our other episodes, and so you're feel free to tune in and chime in on what your thoughts are about that. We love to hear from everyone. And as always, hopefully this has been something that left you with some inspiration that leads to empowerment. That's what we're about. Be inspired, be empowered. That's where you'll find us. All right. This isn't just talk. It's a real movement. Okay, now, bye-bye then. Until next time.